Good morning. My name's Anastasia Surridge. I'm a pro platinum professional designer on Zazzle, and I am behind two brands. I have the Anastasia Surridge designer brand and the Blossom and Bliss Studio. Today, I'm responding to a customer, a very common customer problem, which is customers are new to Zazzle and they don't know how to navigate how everything works. It's complicated by the fact that Zazzle's just changed everything on the product page as well. So in particular, this customer has asked me about this beautiful QR code sage green leafy crest monogram wedding invitation. I just want to show you everything that you can do, not only with a Zazzle design, but with all the other products that we designers painstakingly go through to create for you so that you can have a really beautiful day, so that the stationery that you purchase through our stores can elevate your day and give you a cohesive look throughout your whole entire wedding. So the first thing you do when you find a product on Zazzle is you'll click on it and you'll open up. Now I'm viewing this on desktop obviously, but you'll see this is the product page. Now this product has other photos with it. This is another view, which is actually from the collection. And you can see here what the back looks like. You can zoom in closer and have a look at closer details of the etiquette language on the front and see what's on the back, in this case the QR code. Then there's just more views. There's more views here, including the different kinds of paper. Now, the way this whole top of the page works is you've got the pricing here, you've got adding to the cart, editing to the design, etc. When you see quantity here, don't think, this is another common mistake, don't think that you have to order 40 invitations or 50 invitations. You can literally type in anything here that you want and add it to cart. This is just showing that you get a price break when you get to these amounts. They're just commonly ordered numbers of invitations for weddings. So when you come down, you want to look at edit design, printed invitation. You want to go below that to personalize this template in order to make it yours. So under here you click on details, and these are all the fields that are template fields that you can change. So obviously all the personal details. This is where the QR code URL goes. So let's say that my wedding store is actually your wedding website. You just go here, highlight that, and then paste it, which actually is the same one, but you change all the details here, and we recommend that you keep it in the same format of uppercase and lowercase just for consistency of the design, but obviously the choice is yours. Things you can't change on this design are the crest and the proprietary text, because that's something that we've put together to create something that unique that'll stand out in the marketplace. Now, the other option to personalize it is to go into the design editor, which you scroll down here and edit using the design tool. You can see how to do that in many of my other videos on my YouTube channel, so I won't go into that here. Now, when you scroll down, you'll see other styles for this product. And this is where I don't know how other designers do this. What I do for my customers is I create a lot of etiquette change designs because I don't expect you to be a designer, and it affects the layout. It affects the typography layout. For example, if you go here, this is a formal typographic design where the parents of the bride are paying for the wedding, and so their name goes first because they're saying that their daughter Elizabeth Grace is getting married to Michael Williams, etc. So we have that version available there too. We also have other color variations as well as style variations depending on what goes on the back. As you can see on this one, there is no QR code on the back, but the variation does exist here. There's another variation for a photo on the back, and then this one actually opens up. It's one of those all-in-one invitations. So we have a lot of different designs, depends on your needs. Now, I mentioned that you could also get other products. Now, this is something that Zazzle does. They just say other designs you like. We don't like that because it's trying to sell other products to you. We like you to go here. And this is where you'll find the collection that we've created of all the products. Now, what you can do is you can scroll down here and see what people have frequently bought together. This is just a really quick way to go through and say, oh, rightio, okay, people buy an RSVP card and a belly band and a return address and a sticker. I need all those things. Click, 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 click. You just open it up, and then you have a complete set. You've got the invitation with the RSVP card, and you can see here why we've designed all these different colors to mix and match here, because you don't necessarily want everything all in one color. You might want things to stand out, but it's completely up to you. You might want white background with green text for everything, or you might want it the opposite, or you want to mix and match, but you have that option within this collection. So if you want to see more products that are available, you click here and it shows more products. I find this difficult to navigate personally as a customer. So, when if you look for save the date cards or RSVP cards, we've got 10 different styles of RSVP cards. So if you open this up, the styles are under here. And this just has to do with, are you having a buffet? Are you having a plated meal? Do you want green? Do you want white? All these things make a difference. Do you want a QR code on the back? So if you have any, this is a real popular trend now, is people just want to reply on the bride's website as to what they're having and if they have any dietary restrictions or anything like that. So when you click on one of these, it opens up the other page, and then you can see the other variations of that. Used to be all in one spot. I liked that better, but Zazzle keeps changing things. So as you can see, we have things for your invitation suite. We've got the enclosures cards with the details, the RSVP cards. We've got save the date cards, which you don't need for the invitation, but we've got the belly bands. We have ceremony needs as well, such as the program fans. We've got other things for your invitation set, like the wax seal. We've got menus and seating charts and place cards and table numbers for your reception, as well as cake bags, bonbonniere tags, or favor tags. This is also a sign for the wedding if you want an unplugged wedding. We've got so many different things. If you just go in and browse, just keep clicking show more things. We've got a cornhole set for your reception if you're having a garden wedding, or just if you want something outdoors. We've got the unity candle sets for church weddings, or they don't have to be church weddings, but short story is we've got a lot of different things. Now, I recommend that you bookmark this page so that you can come back to it. But the other ways of looking, this is another way of looking at the collection. I think it may appear like this to you more. I'm entirely uncertain. I only know from a designer's perspective. So this is how it looks from the designer's perspective. This is possibly how it looks from your perspective. I'm showing you both because I actually don't know. I probably should, but I don't. I have too many other things to do. So here you go. Just keep scrolling through there. Now, the other way of finding everything else that we have designed to match is to go visit our store. Now, you can get there by clicking here and then clicking on the title, but I've shortcutted it here for you. And to find out everything that we have in that style, just go to products. Weddings, wedding invitation suites, monogram invitations. And that particular style was the leafy crest, which is here. Don't worry about the color. The colors are all in here. We have so many. And this is everything that we've designed to match. Way more than can fit into a collection As you can see, this is everything with sage green, leafy crest monogram in that style. We've got wine charms. We've got coasters for the wedding day. We've got so many different styles of wedding invitations. We've got rehearsal dinner invitations. We've got place cards. We've got reception signage. We've got tapestries. On and on and on. There's actually 3 pages worth here. So I hope this gives you some understanding of where you can go in Zazzle when you actually find the invitation that you like, to find out what the creator has designed for you in that matching set. And I hope it helps you navigate things well. Now, when you find what you want and you're ready to place your order, you personalize it, as I mentioned earlier, then you click Add to Cart. What happens is Zazzle designers only upload the templates. So when we're working, everything we do is right in here. We're adding all of these layers. We're adding all this text. We're changing the color. We're changing the font size. We're changing the line spacing. We're working very meticulously to make sure that the design is perfect for you. Well, we are. I can't talk for other designers. But this is our workspace. So if you want to come in and edit anything else, like if you want to make this border wider, for example, I don't recommend it because it's going to overpower the rest of the design, but that's your choice. You can do that. If you want to change the text on the back, for example, maybe you don't want it to say scan me for details. Maybe you want to change it. Just go in there, click edit, and then you can change whatever it says. Right? So that's how the design editor works. And again, there's a lot more videos on that on my YouTube channel. But do this through all of your products. We normally do a square style, and this is not our choice of semi-gloss paper. Let me just tell you right now, Zazzle will change these defaults over time based on customer preferences. So right now, customers are choosing semi-gloss. We actually designed it on the matte paper, and the reason is that because we prefer a premium product. The cardstock from Zazzle that's on semi-gloss, while it's really great for anything that has a photo on it, it's also, in our opinion, not the best option when it comes to a wedding invitation. We think that if your budget allows for it, spring for the extra 9 cents each and then just get them on sale for the better paper, because the matte paper has a really lovely texture to it. This cardstock for the semi-gloss is almost like something that you'd get from the grocery store. I mean, personally, I don't want that for my wedding invitations, so hopefully we're of like mind here. But you might not be. So it's up to you. Your budget might not say, look, we would love this, but we just can't go for it, so we're going to go for the semi-gloss. Do look into the different papers. I probably should do another video on that. But I have ordered all of these papers, and they are absolutely beautiful. The felt white, for me personally, is my favorite because it's got a really nice texture to it. It feels like handmade paper almost. The felt ecru as well. Felt white and felt ecru are both beautiful. But this matte, I really love it. I personally am not a big fan of the ultra thick. It's really thick. And the pearl shimmer and champagne shimmer, those are really luxurious in the world of bling, right? So that's not really something that I designed for. So I tend to recommend matte, and you can change the edges, the corners, and you'll see here in the mock-up how Zazzle changes them. Isn't that cute? It's not consistent though with the rectangle on the inside, so that's why we designed it this way. But I have seen customers who've chosen this. It's so cute, and that works fine. For some reason, that one where the only design element that you have is the rounded corners, when you're putting a square rectangle in there, it doesn't really work, but I think it works on this one. I think it's adorable. Likewise, I've seen this one used. I think it might chop off. Yeah, it chops off the corners. I wouldn't recommend that for this particular design, but see how it works on the design that you've chosen, because there's a lot of different designs out there. I've also seen customers purchase it in this style, and obviously, again, it doesn't work with this because it chops off the corners, but on designs that don't have this rectangle on it could be really cute. Have a look here too. White envelopes are included, and Zazzle does allow free address, return address labeling. So one thing to consider if you're doing this is if you don't want, if you want everything to be consistent, like the typography here will not match the typography that's here. I wouldn't send them out if it was like that, if it was me, but it's up to you. So there, have a look. Otherwise, you can order the matching address labels that we have made available through the collection here for the return address, and you can put a sticker on the back if you want. And also we do have guest labels though. See here it says gift wrapping. These are actually recipient address labels. So these are made on clear stickers, and you can attach them to the front of the envelope. So everything is consistent with your design, and it looks very elevated and very beautiful when the customer when your guest actually receives the invitation in the mail. You've got their address that matches the return address sticker and or the return address label, and then you've got see the return address there, and then you've got the sticker on the back. It makes for a really impressive presentation of your invitation. I think that should wrap it up. This has been going on for 16 and almost 17 minutes now, so hopefully I haven't overwhelmed you too much. If you have any questions, just get back to me, and happy shopping. Once again, this is Anastasia Surridge from Blossom and Bliss Studio and Anastasia Surridge Designs. Thank you for listening. Back quickly, I just forgot that I didn't tell you about the invitation types and how things work when you order. So you can order a printed invitation or an instant download, as well as prints plus an instant download. In which case, in all cases, whenever you order from Zazzle, you are never ordering plain design that you then can fill out yourself. So you're never ordering the artwork. Zazzle designers have to license the artwork from artists and pay a licensing fee for that, in which case we do not pay the exorbitant fees that they ask to resell the content, because we would not be able to afford to be in business if we were doing that. Otherwise, you have some designers who do create their own artwork. For us personally, we're just graphic designers. We're not graphic artists as well. So, every store is different, but you can't just get the artwork from us and then do all of this yourself or use it on different designs. So everything that we license for digital download has to be completed by you and then purchased. So the way Zazzle works is when you purchase an item, they print it and they ship it to you. You might want to look into Zazzle Plus or Zazzle Black for shipping options as to how much it can cost. That'll cut your costs if cost is an issue. And also the shipping times. They have a lot of, just like Amazon and everybody else, they've got all these different shipping options and shipping times. That's, I think, one of the great things about the printed plus instant download is if you do both, you can send out your invitations electronically, and you can send out the printed invitations. And if they get lost in the mail or if they get delayed at all, at least the people have received them electronically and have that pertinent information that they need straight away. But yeah, it's your choice. It's all, it all depends on your budget, etc. So that's how that works. Designers only upload designs to Zazzle. Zazzle handles everything else. So if you have a question about why didn't your order come, how long is it going to take, do you need a refund, the color wasn't right, I get that one a lot. We've created these hex codes to match in our studio between products, so the colors should always remain the same. However, we can't vouch for Zazzle's machines, and on any given day, whether the machine is calibrated or not, makes a difference. So I recommend ordering everything at the same time, because if it prints from the same machine, they should all remain the same color. Um, if I hope that makes sense. If you have a problem with color, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's one of the constant or comments that we often get is the color, or you'll see it on a review, is that the color was different, or if the order comes to you and the edges are dinged a little bit, or it's been damaged in transit, that's not a question to ask a designer about. That's Zazzle, because they're the ones that do all that, right? We design, Zazzle does everything else. Hope this helps. Thank you.